All right, guys, this is Frank Salinas here with my good friend Devon Brown. I've known Devon for quite a few years, and I'm here to talk to him, to ask him and grill him a little bit on his new program. It might have been around a while, but he's reinvigorated it, updated it, and made some changes, which I think you'll enjoy. So what's up, Devon? How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing? It's good to see you.
Doing good, man. Doing good and getting better. So so tell me about what's been going on with you, and what are you working on, and what's this web copycat about?
Well, yeah. So what I've been working on, it's actually been in the works for the past several months. You know how this game is. Sometimes you think something's going to take you this long, and it takes you this long.
Yeah.
But what I've been working on is this. I have been involved in the internet marketing and the make money online space now for well over 10 years. And in working with a lot of people, what I've learned is what their challenges are, right? And so most of the programs out there, they try to teach you how to do a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't want to do. They're like, hey, let me teach you how to build a website, right? Or let me teach you how to do ad copy or sales copy. Let me teach you how to create your own products. And all that stuff is great and it's useful, and I've learned it over the years, as you know, right? It's skills to have. But you know, when somebody's first starting out, more often than not, they don't want to do all that stuff, and learning how to do all that stuff is a giant pain in the tush. So what I've done is I've created the system where they just don't have to do all that stuff, where I've done all that stuff for them, and they can just kind of turn it on, and then it just starts working.
Okay, so this is good for, say, new people online, maybe intermediate. They've made $50 here, they've made a $37 sale here or something. So let's say I'm Bob, right? And Bob comes in and I see web copycat. And let's just say I know how to check Gmail. I know how to, got an AWeber account, got 0 leads. But I got, a couple $100. I want to look into, investing into something that can give me a benefit in return in the next 30 days. What does Bob do when they come across web copycat?
Gotcha. So a couple things. Number one, I think you described that perfectly. Let me tell you who web copycat is not for. Web copycat is not for advanced marketers. If you are a full-time internet marketer and you have multiple email lists and tens of thousands of people on your list, if you have your own products and services, like somebody like you, it's not for, right? Somebody like you, Frank, it's not for you. Who it is for, it's for the absolute newbie. Like it's for anybody who has never started an online business before, all the way up to what you described, which is Bob, who, he's tried a couple different programs in the past. He's made $50 here or there. He's got an AWeber account, but he's never really had any success, right? So anywhere in that realm is good. If Bob has his own products and services and wants to create his own WordPress site and get away from me, that's not it. So when Bob joins Web Copycat, or when Cindy, who's even newer than Bob, joins Web Copycat, here's all they have to do. Step one is they have to get an AWeber account. As you know, building your list and having an autoresponder is the most important thing. Now, my goal is not to teach Bob or Cindy or anybody how to set up their autoresponder from scratch or anything. I just need them to get the username and password and give it to me, so I can just take it from there.
Exactly.
Okay? So that's number one. It takes about 5 minutes to do. Number two, they're going to have to give us a one-time setup fee of like $30. And that's just to cover the cost of my staff actually going in, and all my staff is like US based, and I got to pay them to go into your account and like actually set everything up, which is the stuff that Bob doesn't want to do.
Right.
And then step three, they just determine how much traffic they want based on whatever their budget is, and they just order it, and that's it. That literally is it. And what I do from there is I take the traffic order, I go to the traffic person, and I deliver the traffic. You see, let me back up a second. When Bob or Cindy or whoever joined Web Copycat, what happened was instantly I created for them a bunch of sales funnels, a bunch of websites that sell different products and services and ebooks and all the stuff that you don't want to do. So each one of these sales funnels, which is usually an opt-in page and a front-end offer, an ebook or something, and then an upsell, which is like an audio course, and then another upsell, which is like a video course or something like that. Each one of these funnels costs me an average of about $1,500 to create, and takes about 2 to 3 weeks to create.
So you're like taking out the whole learning curve. He doesn't have to spend 6 months trying to figure things out. another year on studying copywriting. He doesn't have to buy a bunch of PLR and then get it rebranded. He just joins Web Copycat. Here's my AWeber.
Yes.
Give me some traffic.
That's it.
And then you already have follow-ups for him?
Yep, I set all that up. That's my staff goes in there. So number one, all of the funnels are created. And as you just mentioned, that's product creation. That's graphics and site design. That's copywriting. That's a giant pain in the tush that nobody wants to do.
Right.
When you're doing Web Copycat, boom, your funnels are there. That's A. B, just you place a traffic order. We send the traffic to the opt-in page, the first part of the funnel. People opt into your list, right, or Bob's list or Cindy's list, right? And then two things happen. Number one, we set up the follow-up messages to go out, right? Because often, the game, people aren't going to buy the first time they see an offer.
Yeah.
Right. So we set up the follow-up messages to go out, but also I'm following up with you or for you, as well. So let's say that 2 months from now, I create a new funnel and I stick it into the system.
Right.
Right. I have the ability to send an email out with your affiliate link for that funnel automatically. And I can promote and make sales for you whenever I want. Whenever I create a new product, create a new funnel, create something new to buy, I can stick it into the system and then promote it on your behalf and make you sales.
Okay, so if Bob refers some people and they make some sales or somehow get into one of the products that's been set up for Bob, they're tagged to them, and so they'll make sales later on, even through that first lead that may have came in from the beginning, didn't buy nothing. Next thing you know, 45 days later, they start paying attention. And boom.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So let's say that Bob gets, 100 people on his email list. Let's say Bob orders some traffic, right, on March 1st. And Bob gets 100 people on his email list that week.
Right.
Just making up numbers here, right? So let's say worst case scenario. Let's say that nobody buys anything, right? Nobody buys anything. Not to worry, because I'm going to be following up. And one of those people, I just saw this the other day, one of those people, I'm going to be following up. Now, I'm following up for Bob, and I'm following up for like a week, 2 weeks, and nobody buys anything. All of a sudden, one day, one person decides to buy all of the products in one of the funnels I'm promoting.
Right. No, it happens. I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. Yeah, and it just happened the other day for a Web Copycat member, and boom, that member makes like over $100 in a single day, and the member is like, I don't understand how or why this money came.
Right.
Which is great. For me, I'm excited. I'm like, this is awesome.
Right. It gets them to keep promoting, and it just helps. It's a win-win for both people, and then it just gives them that confidence. They believe it's real, which helps them stay motivated to keep learning and keep growing.
Exactly.
It's a great system. When I first got started, I would just learn and read audiobooks. Listen to audiobooks, read PDFs on the way home, and come home at night and learn about the stuff. And it took me over a year just to start making my first commissions.
Exactly.
I know how it goes. So that's pretty cool. And so to get started, was it like $1,000 to get started, or
not?
$100 to get started?
It's $1.
It's $1.
It's $1. You can try the system out for $1. Just give it I'm talking. When people hear that I'm going to basically do everything, like, hey, I've got all the websites created, and I'll do all the setup, and I've got the traffic. You just order what you want, and then I'll take care of it. People are like, you're full of it, Devon. I'm like, okay, fine. Don't believe me? Just go create an account for $1 and try the system out for yourself.
Right.
Just give it a shot. Just go in there and just go create an account and look in the members area just to see if I'm full of it or not.
Right. And so for the skeptic people out there, maybe, what's in it for you? What do you get out of it? I know you can't help Bob do all this without something in it for you. So what is Bob, how's he helping you by him joining Web Copycat?
That's a great question. So I'm getting help or getting paid two ways.
Okay.
You're right. I'm not in this just because I'm a nice guy and I love Bob. Let's be clear. I am in this to make money. And what I know and understand is that the more results I can get Bob and the faster I can get Bob those results, the happier Bob is going to be, the more money I'm going to make, right? I'm a believer in that old Zig Ziglar saying, you can get everything you want out of life by helping enough other people get what they want.
They want, that's right.
So, and it's hilarious. Quick side note, I was just looking at the statistics, and of all of the people who jumped into Web Copycat and got their setup, and ordered their first thing of traffic, something like 93% of them had people on their email list in their first 2 weeks, which is crazy. It's that you never see anything like that online.
Right, because new people, they get their account set up, get response, Aweber, wherever. And I mean, I paid on Aweber maybe for 3-4 months before I got my first subscriber.
Exactly.
And I had it because I knew I'm going to need that soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, so I didn't mean quick side. So, but to answer your question, what's in it for me? Two things. Number one, Bob, if he likes the system, Bob can keep it for about $1 a day. It's about $1 a day if you want to keep the system. That's number one. Number two, where I really make my money and where I want to make my money, because the more money I make, the more money Bob makes, is that Bob and I are actually partners in this game.
Mm-hmm.
You see, on one hand, I handle all of the setup, the product creation, the product delivery, the copywriting, the follow-up messages, the customer support, adding new products, creating new funnels. I'll handle all that stuff. The only thing I ask Bob to handle is just determine how much traffic he wants to get to go to his system. That's it, based on his budget. And it's literally a 5-second order. Now, everything that comes through the system, Bob and I split it 50-50. Anything that comes through the system, Bob and I split it 50-50. And that incentivizes me to do right by Bob.
And to make better systems and make better
funnels, right. So if I create a funnel and the funnel isn't converting well, not only is Bob not making money, but I'm not making money.
Right.
So what I have to do is go in there and say, this funnel isn't converting well. Now I've got to go in there and tweak it and pay the copywriter to redo it, or pay the video guy to make a new video, or whatever the case is, and relaunch that funnel. But Bob doesn't have to worry about that. That's a normal everyday problem in our world. It just is.
So if I'm Bob, what can I expect to make? Okay, is there $7 sales? Is there $27 sales? Is there anything that Bob can be like, holy crap, I just got a $100 sale? Or
so the products and there's like multiple answers to this. The initial funnels, what we normally do is we range the products between $7 and $99, so Bob would earn 50% of any of that. And that's, so usually maybe a $10 front end product and a $47 upsell and a $67 upsell after that. So that starts to add up, right? A couple of those sales over the course of the month, and you've paid for the program, right? In and of itself. But what we're planning on adding later on down the road is we're planning on adding, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to, because this is still in process.
Right, of course.
But what we're planning on adding are these flash lightning sales and webinar replays and stuff, where I can get a really good product in a webinar and I can throw it up into the system, a product that sells for, $4.97 or $9.97, and throw a webinar up for 3 days and do a blitz for 3 days for that product. And then Bob can walk away with $300 or $500 or whatever the case is, or $1,000 or whatever that, percentage of the commission is.
Okay. So all web copycat members will be able to take advantage of that. And next thing you know, people will be getting half of those higher ticket items.
Right. And that'll happen later on down the road. That's still in the great thing about the system is that we've got the core of the system built, the foundation built. And what we have the ability to do now is just take and create a product and then add that product to the system. And once it's added, everything else is taken care of.
Right. So Bob, whoever gets started could potentially buy traffic, make some money back, and then make back what their cost is per month, which gives them leverage to keep going. Next thing you know, it just snowballs, and they go from there, grow, learn some more. So you're not here holding them by the hand, coaching them. You're giving them everything. Here's where you get traffic. This is you getting traffic, getting leads, and then you're helping them convert those leads into sales. And then that gives them just a boost, gives them some money in their pocket, and just helps them continue on to, through their journey to continue making money online.
Yeah. So the biggest thing that I found is that if I can help you see a little results, you're more likely to be excited and to listen and to learn and to pay attention.
Yeah, you're right. I remember one of my first commissions was way back in 2006, was from a site called Squidoo, right? You heard of Squidoo.
Yeah.
It was like $3 and some change. So I was like, man, this is real. And then I promoted my first affiliate product later on, like a month later, and I made a $23.50 sale on something that was $47. So I got 50% of that, and that solidified everything, and that helped me continue learning, and here we are today, right? I've been quit my job in September 2007, so I tell people if an ex-warehouse guy can do it, anyone can do it. It's just a matter of not quitting, because two people quit, like that story where the guy was what, a couple inches away from finding the gold or something like
that. Yeah, the diamond mine. Or yeah.
Something like that. So it's like if they get started in your system, is there a Facebook group? Is there some kind of support? Do they email you, or is there?
Yeah, we've got. So here's the great thing. My staff, and the one thing that I will give my staff credit on above anybody else, is that you can actually talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually talk to a human being, and they're based in the U.S. And they're actually responsive, and they actually know what's going on. And I have weekly meetings with them, and I say, here's what's going on with the system. And I do regular weekly updates. And so the one thing that you're not going to, and here's the other thing. The way the system works is that I've kind of set it up so that you can take one of two paths. If you just want to join the system, order traffic when you want to order traffic, and sit on your butt and just let me do everything, cool, no problem. I can do that. That's how it's set up. However, if you want to take your business to the next level, if you want to actually learn how to email your list, a lot of people look at this thing and they're like, Devon, I got 150 people on my list. I've made my first sale. I think I'm going to be in this for the long run, but I want to know how to email my list so that I can make money and email them whenever I want to.
Right.
Great. We offer one-on-one coaching if you want to do one-on-one coaching, where I have a coach that will actually get on the phone with you and then do a screen share with you and walk you through how to do the things that you want to learn how to do.
Okay, cool.
So if you want
to upgrade, and they can get they can fast track if they want to.
Right, if you want to, but some people are like, Devon, I just want you to do everything for me.
Right.
Okay, that's cool. I'll do everything for you. Whatever, it's fine.
All right. Well, sounds good. I just wanted to get with you on here. Had this little interview, just because I can offer it to my members. A lot of the people on my list are just getting started. Maybe they've been around for a year, but they just haven't broken through. So I think this is great for people that they haven't made their first $500 or $1,000 a month, and this is a good springboard to help take them to that next level. So
absolutely,
that's good, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, brother. I'm glad. I'm happy to be here.
All right, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube or wherever it may be, there should be a link on the right or the left or below this. Take a look at it. It's $1. If you can't pay $1, then I don't go throw your laptop in the trash. So, all right, man. Devon, appreciate it, and thank you for being here and for answering the questions that I know a lot of people were asking me already through email. What's up with this web copycat? So now they can just watch this video, and I can save me some time typing.
Excellent, Frank. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you having me.
All right.